Hey there, welcome to Storytime. My name's Josh. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to be reading a Dreamworks story called Puss in Boots. Do you know this character from the Shrek stories maybe? Yeah? Cool. I'm excited to read this story with you. Get comfortable if you aren't already, because we're about to delve into story time. And if you enjoy these stories, please... Oh, I'm hungry. My belly's rumbling. Oh, better eat some lunch soon. All right. If you like these, please subscribe. Click that bell below, and you'll be able to visit the page and read stories whenever you like. Let's find out about Puss in Boots. Okay. Adapted by Tina Gallo, illustrated by Ovi Nedeltu. Cool. When I was a kitten, I met an egg-shaped boy named Humpty Alexander Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty? Humpty told me he had dreamed of finding magic beans that would grow into a vine and rise into the clouds. That was where a giant lived in a castle, with the golden goose who had laid golden eggs. I told Humpty I wanted to be a part of his dream. From that day on, we were like brothers. Well, Humpty Dumpty and Puss in Boots, chatting away. But is he Puss in Boots just yet? Not yet, eh? One day Humpty and I saw a bull charging toward an old woman crossing the street. I saved the woman, who turned out to be the Commandante's mother. For my bravery, I was given a hat and a sword and a pair of boots. That moment had changed my life forever. All happy there? Hat, sword, boots, belt. Woo. He has now become Puss in Boots. Right? Shortly after, Humpty tricked me into helping him rob a bank. The police chased us all the way to the town bridge. Our carriage flew over the edge, and the money Humpty had stolen was lost forever. Puss, save me, Humpty pleaded when the police arrived. But Humpty had betrayed me, so I saved myself instead. Humpty was caught and sent to jail. That day I lost everything, and I became an outlaw. Uh-oh. Years later, I heard some men say that two thieves named Jack and Jill had found the magic beans of legend. You know, like Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water? They're all like nursery rhymes and all the fairy tale stories, all in one world, which is really cool. Humpty Dumpty, Jack and Jill. The magic beans are from Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah. If I could get my hands on the magic beans, I could repay the bank and leave my life of crime forever. I tracked Jack and Jill down at an old hotel. I could have easily stolen the magic beans and been on my way, but another cat crossed my path. We were discovered by the thieves and I barely made it out alive. Uh-oh. The mystery cat challenged me to a dance-off. We matched each other move for move, until he tore off his mask and he was a she. Senorita, wait! Let me buy you some leche! I called, following her into a back room. Leche is milk, if you're wondering. Cats love milk. That's funny. Humpty was there. He was working with my dance foe, Master Thief, Kitty Softpaws, to get the magic beans that would take him to the giant's castle and the golden eggs. Humpty needed my help. Oh, so Humpty was behind it all along. Kitty Softpaws and Humpty. First, we had to steal the magic beans from Jack and Jill. Kitty and I snuck into their wagon. Humpty followed in his stagecoach so we could make our getaway. But Jack and Jill discovered us. Oh, Jack and Jill. The chase is on. The stagecoach and Puss in Boots, Kitty Softpaws. Jack and Jill were hot on our trail when we came to a deadly drop. Kitty and I cried for Humpty to stop the stagecoach. I thought it was the end. Giant's castle, here we come, Humpty said as he pulled a lever and we flew over the edge. So it can fly. We found the perfect place and planted the magic beans. Kaboom! The ground shook and Kitty, Humpty and I shot up into the air on a giant beanstalk. So the beans have started to grow and they've just been taken with the stalk all the way up. Soon we were playing in the clouds. Somewhere down there, Humpty said, are two little kids, and they're lying on a hill staring at the clouds, dreaming about the future. That was me and you, Puss. Yeah, remember when they were young, they were dreaming about doing this? As we got closer to the golden goose, we heard angry screams. But the giant was long gone from his castle. The screams were coming from the legendary Great Terror. We tried to take the golden eggs and run, but they were too heavy. Humpty's plan B was to take the golden goose. Then we'd have all the eggs we wanted. So they'd stole the goose. Uh-oh, the giants might not like that, will they? That night, everything felt right again. I could return home and repay my debt. I told Kitty she had my heart, and she liked me too. But the next morning I realized Humpty had betrayed me again. Humpty told the police that I was to blame for the bank robbery. He offered the golden goose to the people of San Ricardo to repay the money he had stolen. The town thought he was the hero. In jail I learned that Humpty had plotted his revenge while he was locked up years before. It was all a part of Humpty's evil plan. Not cool, hey? Soon Kitty helped me escape. Then I discovered that the Great Terror was the golden goose's mother, and that the town was in danger. The first thing I did was find Humpty. "Get the baby over the bridge," I told Humpty. "I'll get the mother to follow." As we sped toward the bridge, the carriage slammed into the edge and the bridge started to crumble. The Great Terror fell over the side and into the water below. Humpty and the golden goose dangled off the edge of the bridge, but they were too heavy. I could not save them both. "You have to get the baby goose back to her mother," Humpty told me. "It's the only way to save San Ricardo." Then he let go. I pulled the golden goose up and saved the baby. Gave the baby to her mother. Then I found Humpty. His shell had shattered, and underneath he was made entirely of gold. The Great Terror plucked Humpty from the ground and sailed off with him into the sky. "I'm finally going home," Humpty cried, truly happy for the first time. As for me, I said goodbye to Humpty and to San Ricardo. I promised Kitty we would meet again soon. Sooner than you think, she told me. That was when I noticed she had stolen my boots. So began the chase again. But that is another story. Well, that's Dreamworks' Puss in Boots. Hope you enjoyed the story today. Thanks so much for reading it with me. Bye for now, but definitely not forever. If you like these stories, please click the button below and subscribe. And I'll be back again soon with another story. Don't you worry about that. All right. Bye-bye.